Hi, David Hood here, and I'm the Dallas SEO geek. And today I want to talk about reputation management, or really reputation marketing if you do it correctly. And this is a big part of Dallas local SEO. And I just got a call on this, and I get questions about this all the time. And I help people with this, and so I wanted to give people an overview of kind of what is involved and what you can do and what you shouldn't do and stuff like that. So what I've done is I saw a truck for Baker Brothers Plumbing the other day, and so I thought I'd just look them up, and I didn't know that their reviews were going to be poor. I'm just going to kind of walk through my thought process. So the most important one is going to be Google+, and you can go check out your reviews by clicking on this right here. Okay, and you can see the reviews down here, and so they've got a bunch of bad reviews. And so 14 out of 14 rating is pretty bad, and you want to be in the 20s, and then you look really good. And also, it's not just about Google+. Google+ is the most important, but I find that Yelp is usually the second most important. You can figure that out by searching your business name and maybe the city you're located if you have to, and going here. I mean, Yelp is even harder to post on than Google+. Because they have this thing where they hide a lot of the reviews. So if you scroll down, like, a lot of the reviews won't show up here, so obviously they have bad ratings, and so they definitely need some help here. So 20 filtered right here. These are reviews that for whatever reason Yelp decided not to display, so if you're trying to get reviews up, this is a lot of times they'll end up here. I figured out how to not get them there, but that's too much to cover in this video. So what can you do? Well, first of all, no matter how good a quality your service, let's say you have a bunch of bad reviews, or at least a few. Sometimes if you only have like 5 or 6 reviews, just 1 or 2 can really be upsetting. No matter how good your service is, your business is not going to be perfect, and even if you were perfect, there still are going to be people they're going to be unhappy. And so what you need to do is you need to push down those reviews, those bad reviews, with good reviews. And assuming that there's not like a problem in your business that is causing you to get a bunch of poor reviews, then you just need to work out some systems that enable you to get more reviews, that make it a little easier for your customers to give you reviews. And really, I split it up into, there's 3 categories of what businesses do with regards to reviews. So the first one is where most businesses are, probably 95, maybe 99% of the businesses, is they leave it up to chance. They don't know what to do. They don't do anything. They just kind of leave it up to chance. I bet that's what Baker Brothers Plumbing is doing. This is the worst thing to do, because you're not trying to encourage positive reviews. Or even worse, if you have poor, I guess there's one worse step, is if you're not doing anything and you have really poor customer service, you provide a really poor service or product. The second level is you promote your review sites to your customers, preferably your happy customers, and hopefully you have a lot more happy customers than not happy customers. So what you could do is, if you send them a receipt, you can send them a link to this. I wouldn't send them the link to like all your pages, maybe 1, 2, 3 tops if you want 3 different types of reviews. And so this is good because it lowers the amount of work than if you just said, hey, give me a review, please. Did you like my service? Give me a review. Well, you're sending them a link. It makes it so they don't have to find you. It's one less step for them to do, which means that you're going to get a higher response rate. There's issues with this because, like with Google, you need to have an account in order to make a review, and so some people might not know how to make an account or might not want to make an account. So that's going to lower the amount of reviews that you get. And the same is true for like Yelp and stuff like that. But this is still good if you're not going to do anything. If you're not going to, if you want reviews, this is a good step to do that is pretty cost effective, and but it's not the best. What you can also do is, if you don't give out receipts, is you can make like business card sized things with like a QR code, which is basically a link for a smartphone that goes directly to your review sites. Or you can put what's called a short URL on there. It says go here to tell us about your experience, and it takes them right to the Google Plus or the Yelp review site. And the best thing you can do is you can capture those reviews, and then you go post them for the customer. This takes a lot less work for the customer because all they have to do is tell you what they think. You can even You can even just have somebody a couple days or a week after a service is provided, usually pretty soon. I would say within a few days is probably the best time. Call them up and your quality control, just say, hey, what can I, what did we do right? Ask them a handful of open-ended questions and try to get them to talk about your business for a few minutes and record what they say. Then you go out there and you post those reviews on the top review sites, and then some of the lower ones site. You don't want to have 100 reviews on Google Plus and then no reviews elsewhere. That kind of looks a little fishy. But the problem with this, while it's the best thing to do, is that it's very difficult to do without getting your reviews taken down. And I spent a lot of time working through a process, and even had kind of a test client who had suffered through it a little bit, trying to get the reviews to stick. That's where you put them up and then they don't get taken down. And so I've eventually come to where I can get them to stick for pretty much all the top review sites. Google, most importantly, Google, Yelp, Yahoo. And I have a service that's not really that expensive. It depends on how many reviews you want. That allows that does this for you. I post them for you, and I help you capture them as well if you need help with that. Some people don't. Some people have already been calling up their customers and asking and recording their feedback, and that's great. That's great. So you should probably be doing that anyways. But if you're not, then I can help you do that. It's not usually an issue. Especially if you're already providing good quality customer service, and even if you aren't, people are still usually happy to give their opinions. So that's the best way, because you get the most reviews. You can distribute them on the major sites. So for this, if they were my customer, I would distribute them on Google Plus and Yelp and probably Yahoo, because you see how Google's putting the rating in the results, so they know how they go on there and they know what your rating is. So I would probably focus the majority of the review posting on those top 3 sites, and then Google Plus would get the most, because it's the most important, especially if you're doing other offline marketing. If you're doing direct mail, Baker Brothers Plumbing Dallas, that's what people are going to search if they get an ad and they're going to, okay, well, let me look up these people. This is exactly what they're going to search, and this is what they're going to see. And so you want to make sure, especially these top few, have good reviews. So it can, having a good reputation, that's why I talk about it being reputation marketing, can improve the value of all your other marketing, especially offline marketing, where people are going to be looking up your business name. So if you have more questions, or you need some help with your reputation, feel free to give me a call at 469-438-8153. This is David Hood, the Dallas SEO Geek. And thanks for watching this video about reputation management or reputation marketing, which is a major part of Dallas Local SEO. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.